All right, we are live. We are live. Let's go ahead and get everything, all the notifications sent out. Hope y'all are doing good today. Obviously, we've had some sort of a breakout, but I don't necessarily think that we're just screwed at this point. I think we have quite a bit of hope left. So I wouldn't be too concerned yet, and I'll go over as to why very shortly. So I wouldn't be
Let's
too
see.
concerned yet, and I'll go on. I'll Let's see, let's see, let's see. If y'all are here, obviously, let me know you're here. Give me a holler. Let me know how you guys are doing. We can go over why that broke down and, of course, what to expect now. All right, that's one, that's two. Let's go over here. All right, I think all the notifications are out, so let's go ahead and get this thing started. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Yeah, I think we are good to go. All right, been recording a lot of videos today, getting all that set up. Really wasn't paying attention as much as I should have today, but either way, we are live. Let's go ahead and get into this. So Bitcoin, let's talk about what happened and where to go from now. If we go to the 4-hour chart, we can make it a lot more clear. Every one of the triangles is a little bit different depending on what exchange you're at, but the basic premise here is that you have a series of lower highs and higher lows coming to an apex, and it has dropped to the downside. That's the key thing about this. Get my phone up so I can monitor the comments. Awesome, awesome. Hi there. Hey, Ivan. I just fixed your Discord. I just fixed your Discord as well. I realized I had the wrong thing on for you, so it has been fixed now, brother. So let me know if there's still an issue, and I'll get that taken care of. But yep, this is where we're at right now, guys. We have broken down from this triangle. This line right here, I'll show you where that comes from, and it's my primary. That's the primary thing I'm really looking at, as maybe this will be able to hold us up. So the very bottom of this crash to the bottom of this dip, expand that all the way out, and you get this level right here. And as of right now, we just tested it. And this is the first time in a long time we've actually tested this level. So we tested it 1, 2. I was hoping to get another test. We didn't actually get it. So this is basically what gave us the bounce last time. And yeah, it looks like as of right now, at least, it is giving us some sort of support. So that's really, really awesome so far. I'm just going to go through and see what's going on. Start scanning some of our charts. So if you guys are on here, you guys can pay attention, see what I'm doing to really get my scans going. So the first thing I'm looking at, obviously, is going to be my Bitcoin dominance. I'm still trying to see how are alts handling this? And as of right now, alts are handling it, not too bad. I've seen them react to a dump much, much worse. So our alts are holding up pretty well relatively. Let's go to the total 2. We're still solidly inside of this level. You can see how we had this trend line established. We broke down from it. So the alts are holding up okay. We're still inside this major level. But obviously, this is not a very good sign. So those shorts did look like they won out. So we had a massive increase in shorts, and sure enough, it did hold up. So these shorts are in profit now. So they made the right play. I was hoping to get a short squeeze on this, but that did not happen. You're asking about EOS. Yeah, give me a sec, brother. I will. Let's see. All right, still holding up. So right now it's around 34,200. That's my level I really want to see hold over the next 4 hours. It'd be really, really awesome if it could. So on EOS, I had positions set up here. I probably got a lot of mine filled actually. This is the level that I was targeting. I think this made a lot of sense. So I was looking to get into this 4-hour breaker. So this is perfect. This is exactly what I was hoping to get. I probably got about half my positions filled so far on EOS. I am really, really bullish on that. So overall, I'm really happy with where it's dropped to so far. Now, I don't want it to drop too much further, but overall, I still think it still looks totally fine. All right, let's go to the EOS chart, the BTC pairing at least. And my bias for this is because we have the 4-hour breaker here. We have a 4-hour breaker there. If we go to the daily, we have this daily breaker. And if you go to the weekly, we have a weekly breaker here and a weekly breaker here. So right in the center is where our current price action. There's a ton of confluence here that we're going to get some major reaction. Well, furthermore, it's really hard to see, but we do have a falling trend line. I might as well get rid of that. Actually, I'm going to keep that one going. This alert's already triggered. Yes. So this is our current falling wedge that we have set up. And as you can see, one touch, two touch. It came down here and touched it again, but did not fall through. So EOS BTC still looks totally fine. It still looks completely healthy. We're still solidly inside of our major level. I'm not concerned at all about EOS, like at all. This still looks very, very healthy. The further down we go, the more bullish I'll become on EOS as long as this level is held. And I don't see us losing this anytime soon. So I think as of right now, this looks totally fine. BTC. So, and I've talked about this in previous videos. What I would like to see, the ultimate level that I would love to see tapped, is come down here and sweep this capitulation candle and then retest this yearly open. This has been my primary bias for a long time. If you've been following the channel, you guys know this. BTC, I've been pretty bearish on. The altcoins, some of them are really showing a lot of strength, but Bitcoin has been showing a lot of weakness. And it starts with this daily 200 moving average. There you go. I was actually trying to record a video on the 200 moving average, and Bitcoin decided to ruin my day on that. But this 200 moving average, we've been below it. And as long as we've been below it, we've had to remain cautious or bearish in the market. And as you guys can see, we tested it a few times up here, but we never actually got back above it. So until we do, we have to have caution in the market, and we are dropping. I do think that this sweep of this low is very likely at this point. And I think that a retest of the yearly open just makes way too much sense at this point. I really think it does. Let's go to the weekly candle or the weekly chart. Let's see where we're at. Weekly closes. Oh, it actually just opened up. So we have 6 days and 3 hours. So that means that we have 6 days and 3 hours to hopefully, what I would love to see, come down here, sweep this low, and then get above here. That's not unrealistic. That's not too much of movement to happen. So come down here, sweep it, get back above there. That would be like my ultimate dream scenario on a bullish case. That's what I would really, really, really love to see. Is that going to happen? Yeah, who knows, guys? Who freaking knows? But, yeah, that's right now. Bitcoin dominance is actually starting to show some strength on Bitcoin relative to alts now. Let's see. QNT is taken off. That's really nice. Algo. Let's see. As you guys know, a lot of my time frames are high time frame, right? And that's how I trade. I usually trade the weekly, the daily, and the 4-hour. So as of right now, like it's not going to impact our daily, weekly very much. Now the 4-hour obviously is going to show some ugly candles, but in general, it's not really that much. It really doesn't impact me that much on my high time frame analysis. So like this, it still looks very healthy on Algo BTC. I still like this premise a lot, and there's not much that's going to change on that. Let's see. EOS, we're dropping further back in there. I'm probably going to get all my bids filled. Yeah, I think it's very likely I'm going to get my bids filled at this point. Let's see. Let's go to the 4-hour. We're on the log chart still. Okay, we're currently below this major level. I would really love to see it. I would really love to see this hold up, but it's not necessarily essential. It would just be really, really cool if we did, because that would make a lot of sense to me. Um, but again, my primary bias is still that we go down there and sweep the capitulation candle. I think that makes the most sense. And we're probably going to get at this point because it doesn't look like it's slowing down at all. What is this, Coinbase? So here's the one thing that I'm having some concern with, all right? If we go out, go to the 15, look at the candle, look at the volume difference, right? This volume is a lot right now, but realistically, compared to some of this volume over here, this volume is actually really, really weak, okay? There's not that much on here. So until we do get some serious volume start to pick up, you have to assume that this is some sort of a bear trap. This is some sort of a bear trap until we get some serious volume. All right, what was the question you had? Yeah, you know that I don't trade based upon news, brother, and like that's the problem about it. So they very well may have some really bullish news out there, but I mean, I don't really know. I don't really take too much note on that. All I look at is what the charts tell me. Yeah, I'm about to get all my bits filled. Awesome. That's awesome, guys. I'm super happy about this. Okay, so yeah, let's see. What are the other ones I want to look at? Okay, so we did collapse past this one. Okay. Let's see. This was a 4-hour break, if I remember correctly. Okay, we're below the 4-hour. Yeah, it's about to get bloody today, guys. Oh, shit. Oof. XRP's dropping like a rock. Yeah, we're getting lots of violence in the market. That's for dang sure. I'm definitely not in the the camp that we're just going to just slice right through and just like dissolve into nothing. I don't think that's possible. Okay. ZEC is holding up really, really well, which I'm super happy about because I did a video on this today. I think ZEC has a ton of potential here, and it's still holding up very well in the BTC pairing. What other ones are holding up really well? AAVE is holding up well. ADA's holding up well. Algo's holding up fine. And KR is still holding up. This one is crazy. This chart's insane how well it holds up in every dump. Bitcoin Cash is holding up good. Band actually dropped, and I'm actually a little okay. I'm okay with this because I dumped most of my position of Band yesterday. Doge is collapsing, which I'm always okay with. Okay, EOS. Ooh, okay. Now we can start having some concern. All right, now we can legitimately have some concern on EOS. Let's see. I don't want to make too quick of a judgment, but yeah, this is definitely not looking good for EOS right now. There is something going on here. Okay, how's the US dollar pairing? All right, so we lost that level. That's why. Okay. So yes, EOS does not look healthy at this point. We really need to get back above here. Let's see. So the main thing I'm looking at right now is let's go to the BTC pairing and see how it compares to the BTC pairing. And as you guys see, we have collapsed below our major levels. So now we can start looking at some higher time frame levels as to what will provide support. This right here looks like it's provided support so far. You guys can see this 4-hour breaker, how it's tapped off there so far. I don't think that's going to hold it. I really don't. I think if we're going to collapse this deep, I think we're going to probably come down here and hit here. Wow, I'm really surprised. This is a very violent drop for EOS. Really curious as to why. All right, how's the US dollar pairing looking? Okay, we're still at 34. Let's see. What else? How's XRP looking? Okay, XRP is looking fine. We are going back into, I believe, a weekly level. Let me verify. No, monthly level. Yes, okay, so we are retesting again this monthly level. So I do highly expect that this monthly level will act as a very, very strong support. I do not expect us to go too much further on the BTC pairing. There's just way too much support here to really give me any reasoning as to why we're just going to collapse right through. So yeah, I don't I think downside is very limited on XRP. ZEC is losing this breaker as of right now, but it is a weekly breaker, so we have plenty of time to get back above it. Are there any other levels here that I'm really looking at? None right now. How's EOS doing? That's the one I'm most concerned about at this point, because that was one hell of a drop. Okay, so now we're back inside this breaker, which is good. I really want to see in the next 2 hours and 30 minutes back above here. That's pretty damn important, or then we have officially lost this breaker, and then we can legitimately have some serious reasons for concern. But let's tap that. We're still inside this major breaker, so I'm not that concerned yet. But man, that's a very harsh drop. And whenever you do have a falling wedge, it's not that uncommon for it to drop past it and then rebound upward. It's not that uncommon. But this is definitely a major sign of weakness, the fact that we were able to bust right through there so violently. Let's see. Ethereum Classic, HBAR. Let's see how HBAR's doing. Ooh, perfect. Okay, there we go. We finally have a show of strength somewhere. Thank God, HBAR. All right. HBAR is known for really holding up on these dumps really well on Bitcoin. And as you guys can see, we have 1 tap, 2 tap, and it came in here and hit this, and it's actually gaining strength compared to Bitcoin on this drop. So as of right now, HBAR BTC is holding up really, really well, which I do like about it. If you guys have specific charts you want to go over, feel free to throw in the chat, and I'll talk about it. All right, what is this? I don't think it's that significant. Yeah, you guys can see why these levels interact or are here. Is it anywhere? I don't think this is right. Let's see. No, it's not. Okay. Let's see how we're doing over here. Get rid of the log chart. Let's zoom on in. Here, let's click there. All right, awesome. Yeah, XRP looks okay at this point. I'm not too concerned. We do have a massive consolidation of support here, so I'm not too concerned on the BTC pairing. Algo still looks good. Well, let's just go through our progressions again. So BTC, how are we doing? Are there any major levels right here that we're really looking at? Let's go to a different pairing. Here we are. Why did it bounce here? What was the reasoning? We do have this level here. It's a pretty good level. That's what held up there. Now, let's see about liquidity taps. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. And of course, that's 5. So these are the liquidity. This is the liquidity that's available so far. And as of right now, we've only tapped 1 and 2. So the more liquidity that gets tapped, these are the reason why I have these levels marked is because these are areas that people are going to have stop losses at, or are going to have their stop losses or have it to where they're taking profit at these positions. So when they're taking profits on their short positions, they're buying back into the market, and that's how they close out their short positions. So whenever you go over there and activate that, it's going to be an actual bullish pressure on the market. And that's why I like these levels. And a lot of times the whales will intentionally make the price come down here, activate that to get all that liquidity to buy into their positions or sell into their positions, either way. HBAR's holding up pretty well, honestly. I'm really, really happy with this. It's almost back into our massive channel or our massive triangle right here. And if we get back in this triangle, that's going to be super, super bullish because you guys can see how significant this triangle is, right? And if we are able to get back in there and close inside there, that may give us a lot of strength to bust up. And I do have a lot of faith in H-bar as a whole. EOS looks like it's starting to recover a bit. So we're back into this 4-hour breaker. That's good. So it just had one hell of a drop, but overall it's still holding up pretty well. Let's look at EOS again. We are not back into our level yet. Oh, yeah, we are. Okay. I really want to see it get back into this line. If we get back into the falling wedge, that will be super bullish. Okay. So we really want to see that happen. What will be the goal on EOS after it overpasses all-time high? So you really don't know, man, and that's the thing. And so when you're saying overpassing all-time high, are you talking about in the U.S. dollar pairing? Because if you go to the U.S. dollar pairing and you can look at the all-time high on here. Let's go to the weekly. This isn't the all-time high. Do I not have a better chart? Let's look. Maybe Binance. Better. Is $15 the all-time high on EOS? I'm not even sure, honestly, brother. Let's see. EOS. I know Bitstamp, FTX. No, definitely not that. Kraken, Bitfinex. Maybe Bitfinex. It's been around for a while. Oh, here it is. All right, so $22. So let's say we already get above the $22 level. What happens then? Well, then you have to look at the BTC pairing because Bitcoin obviously is valued at a lot higher than EOS. So what you want to do is you want to go to the BTC pairing and target levels that make a lot of sense for the BTC pairing. And it's really, really hard to try to understand, but like ADA, for instance, obviously it greatly surpassed on the US dollar pairing. However, if you go to the BTC pairing, you can see that it hasn't even reached the all-time high yet, right? So the all-time high is way up here. So we still have like half ways to go before we can get there. And that's how you can play this level. So just because the US dollar pairing breaches all-time high does not mean that the BTC pairing has. So you have to transition and look at the BTC pairing alone. Or you could do Fibonacci extensions, which I'll show you on here real quick. I don't know if this is going to make sense at all based upon how it did. But let's say from, where's it at? Fibonacci extension. Oh, here it is. So from the bottom to the top to the bottom again. And you can see that it really doesn't make much sense on here yet. So we've already reached the 1.618 level, but you can also target the 2.618 or things like that. But realistically, you're just waiting until you have serious signs of weakness in the market, like bearish divergences, or you can look and see how the BTC pairing is reacting to it. So that's where we're at. Let's see how the drop is doing. All right, we are at 33,900. What do I expect here? Let's see. Is there any real level here? I don't really see anything that's really going to act as much support. Let's go to this one. Yeah, this is the one I was looking at. So yeah, each one of these levels should act as some sort of support. And if right now we've went down below this level, but if we get back above and close, that would be a successful sweep. And if we sweep these levels, that could give us the strength to really make some movement upwards. Now, when we do come back up here and retest this level, this will act as a very strong resistance level because it was a support and it will now be a resistance level. So that's going to be very challenging to get back above again. Yeah, EOS always follows BTC. I mean, in general, the alts do follow BTC. However, remember what the BTC pairings are. This is how this coin compares relative to Bitcoin. And it doesn't always go in a straight line, right? It oftentimes goes up and down and up and down and up and down, right? That means that even though it rhymes with it, it doesn't match it. Like obviously Bitcoin Cash has dropped significantly compared to Bitcoin. Comp's the same sort of way. And that's what you got to look at. So yeah, they're going to follow it to a certain extent, but it's not going to be a exact toe step with it. Are there any coins that are really just doing really, really well right now? Are there any coins that are really holding up? So QNT is holding up. I did a review on that yesterday. Forgot what I said, honestly. I'm going to assume that this is why, because you have this horizontal support level that's being held so far. Yeah, that's got to be it. What are the other ones? MIR, BTC, that held up really well yesterday. Or it's been holding up really well today. Yep, daily breaker still being held. You guys see the breaker? It's still inside of it though, so it's not. It hasn't lost it. It hasn't really done much with it. ADA, Algo, we expected those ones to hold up really well. EOS is starting to recover a little bit, but it's still down 5.5% on this drop. So that's pretty. It's pretty crappy, to be fair. H-bar is still looking pretty good. Loom's looking good. Link is collapsing. It's collapsing back into this daily breaker. You guys can see on there. Litecoin, it's just consolidating inside of our void. Yes, this is a void right here. So because we don't have any solid support levels, it's just bouncing around. Since we're not at a solid support or resistance, it's just basically just hovering. So it's going to basically mimic whatever Bitcoin does. Let me see, go. I almost did a video on this one today, but I thought against it just because I didn't like the overall structure of it. Raven, Sol. Sol's finally showing some weakness. Yep, that's rejected at that point of breakdown. I talked about that today. I was hoping it wouldn't, but it looks like it did. So this point of breakdown is causing significant resistance right now. Yep, you guys can see how well this trend line was made and established, and it did break above, but it did actually reject. So what's going to happen here? Well, we really don't know at this point, guys. It's way too early to make an assessment. I really want to see EOS show some strength. It really does need to, though. That's really, really important. I want to see it get back into this trend line at the bare minimum. That'd be a very important level to hold. All right, so Bitcoin is starting to show a little bit of strength. This hourly level, I don't think it's going to hold it. Do you guys have specific coins you want me to go over? Because I can do whatever you guys want. Let's see if anything on Twitter. Yeah, so I talked about this trend line on there. Let's see on here anything. Oh, here we are. Nothing too much on there. Yeah, Vet, Sol. So what would make me bullish, right? Ethereum? Yeah, you got it, brother. Yeah, what would make me bullish on Bitcoin, all right? Well, it's actually pretty simple. We get back into this trend line, and that would be a massive, massive bullish sign, okay? Because that would be a massive bear trap, and that's something I really, really, really would want to see. Now, the trend lines are different on every one of these charts. So I think if we get back into, let's say, like 36.3-ish or so, if we get back in, actually, let me take that back. If we get above 38,000, I'd be super, super bullish, okay? Absolutely. Now, until then, we have to use sort of caution here. Yeah, I think my primary count as of right now is still going to be a sweep of the capitulation candle. I think that just makes the most sense. And it sucks, but yeah, I think a sweep here right now is the most likely scenario. All right, let's go to Ethereum. I haven't touched that one yet. So for Ethereum, this holding up really well, actually. What is the BTC pairing doing? Yeah, Ethereum's holding up extremely well. Ooh, wow. All right. And Ethereum, as you probably know, is the leader of the altcoin market. So if Ethereum's holding up really well, that's a really good sign for the rest of the altcoins. So that's something to take notice of. So Ethereum, let's go to that one. Yeah. Oh my gosh, no way. No way. No freaking way. Guys, okay, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to make sure before I say anything stupid. But look at this trend line. And this is the trend line that I made earlier because, yeah, it worked out really well on how it was set up. And we're back inside this level, or at least getting close to it. Like, Ethereum is showing a ton of strength here. A ton of strength. I'm super impressed by it. Yeah, I think so. Our level in the sand, like for us to like, this is still an ascending triangle, right? So you guys can see how this is a series of equal highs and higher lows all the way across. So this is still a higher low. See this? This is still a higher low. From there to here, this is still a higher low. So this is still, by definition, an ascending triangle. And ascending triangles are bullish formations. So yeah, Ethereum looks super good right now. It's holding up on this dump extremely well. And yeah, this looks really, really nice. Let's go to the Ethereum chart again. Yeah. It just looks good, guys. Like, I'm really, really impressed by how well it has held up so far. Let's go to daily. And why does this level exist? Is this a weekly level, I'm guessing? Yes, weekly level. And we have come, oh, no, it's not. Okay, it is a weekly level. So this weekly level is acting as resistance, but Ethereum is giving a ton of strength in this drop. It's holding up very, very well. I'm super impressed by it. Yeah, you want RSR? Let's see if I have it on here. RSR, there it is. Okay. Well, let's go to the weekly real quick, see how it's looking on the high side. It's a monthly level. I think I had it as a 3-week. Nope. Daily. I don't know what level this was, honestly. But the point here is that it came up here, came back down, retested it, and now it's testing it again from the upside. So we haven't lost anything yet. So RSR doesn't look horrible right now. Let's go to the BTC pairing. This is a very clear consolidation structure. You guys can see this. Oops. Let's go to a lower time frame. And this is a consolidation structure. Now, exactly how you want to draw it is up to you, but you can see how you have lower highs and higher lows. This is a consolidation structure. So right now it's holding it. However, because you have this downtrend on high volume going into this consolidation structure, this is actually a very bearish structure. So that's concerning for me on RSR. And again, I don't know anything about this chart whatsoever, but that right there does not look healthy. It does not. Yeah, it looks very bearish to me. Let's go to the US dollar pairing again, knowing that. Another consolidation structure. We're solidly inside of this level. And whatever level this is, maybe a weekly, etc. The point is, as long as we're still inside of here, you can remain bullish. But if we break down, it could get very violent very quickly. So that's what I have to say about RSR. So overall, I do think it still looks bearish, but the levels are pretty easily defined. So like if we're able to get this, let's say you can break this out to the upside, okay? Let's say you're able to get up here and it shoots upward. Would that be bullish? Absolutely, right? So that would be super good for you. But as of right now, this looks like a bear pennant or a bear flag. It looks like Bitcoin is actually fighting back pretty well right now. Yep, it is. It's fighting back really well. So let's see if we can get above this level. That'd be really nice. because that would be a good sweep of this level. What other levels do we have available to us? There's just not much here, guys. Like, there's not much support down below us, and that's what's really concerning. We just don't have much here to support this price action, which is terrifying. If you're bullish here, that should be terrifying for you guys. Is the volume low on all exchanges? Let's look at that. Ooh, okay, so we do have some volume now, but it's still not that high. Okay, and this is the primary thing I'm looking at. Where's the volume on this? You just don't have the volume that you expect for this massive drop. It's just not here. You know what? I'm going to make a post on Twitter real quick because I actually, yeah, this is not like this to me. It just doesn't look very good yet. I'm gonna type this out real quick. Oh, BTC. Yeah, this smells like a bear trap to me. Like I'm thoroughly convinced that there's just not what we would need here. Bitcoin. Yeah, it just looks like a bear trap, guys. Like there's not the volume that you would expect for this massive, massive drop. For this massive, like this was such a long consolidation of like 2 weeks. Yeah, well over 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. How long has this been? Date range, let's see. So this entire level of 18 days, 19 days, okay? We just broke down from this massive, massive level, and we just don't have any volume here. Like, it's not bad on low time frame, but when you zoom out and take it relative to the rest of it, it's just not here. Look at this. There's nothing. This was our capitulation candle. That was serious volume. This does not have volume. I'm not convinced. I'm just not convinced, guys. Yeah, look at this. Whales are playing. Probably going to explode afterwards. Yeah, and that's exactly what they're probably doing. They're probably pushing the price down to scare people. And then once they get their bids filled down here, it will shoot back upward. I'm just not convinced. Yeah, like it doesn't make sense to me, guys. Where is the volume on here? Because it's just not here. Let me post the exact same thing on this because I just don't see it, guys. Yep. I'm trying to update everybody in case they're not on here. But if you guys are not a part of the Discord and the Twitter and all that stuff, make sure to follow, though, for real. Yep. Guys, it's really hard for me to be like super bearish right now because it's just we don't have the volume that you'd be expecting for this massive, massive drop. And you had some volume here, but if you zoom out, like this is a 15-minute candle. Look at all that volume compared to here. It's just not here. What about the So I'm going to teach you guys how to catch a bottom. All right, that's what I'm going to do while we're here. I'm going to teach you guys exactly what we're looking for on how to catch a bottom. If you guys like that, like, is that what you guys want me to teach you guys to do? I'm assuming so. The way to do so, you want to pull up your RSI, okay? And RSI is your key here. Yeah, there you go. So what you're looking for are some sort of a bullish divergences, okay? Now, what are bullish divergences? Bullish divergences are whenever you have a lower low, but you also have a higher, you have a lower low in price and a higher low in RSI. Let's go to this one. There you go. This will work. Okay, so here's what you can look at. This is a lower low. You agree with that? Yes, right? However, if you go over here, you have a higher low, okay? You have a lower low in price and you have a higher low in RSI. This right here is a bullish divergence. Now, it's a 5-minute bullish divergence. So is it that significant? No, it's not. But we can still play this if we wanted to, right? You can also see that the volume here is also less. Right here to here, the volume is less. This is by definition a bearish or a bullish divergence. So you could start adding a little bit of position here. Not a lot, but you can definitely add some. Now, the place you want to add more is if you can start reclaiming some of these levels. Like this is now a solid 5-minute breaker. Just like this is a 5-minute breaker. So if we get above here and get above this breaker right here, that would be a show of strength. And at a show of strength, what do? You buy, right? If you get above here, that's another show of strength. What do? You buy, right? Now, when you come up back here into this major resistance level, what do? You sell again, right? But these are some things that you can do to try to catch a bottom of a movement like this. Now, I'm already well exposed. I'm not putting anything else into crypto right now, at least. So I'm not going to be catching any bottoms. However, these are some things that you can look for. And yeah, this is exactly how you'd play bottoms or catching a bottom in the crypto market or in traditional stocks. Let's see. Let's go back to EOS. Are we showing any more strength yet? I need you to get up here. I need you to show me some strength, brother. Get your butt up here. Let's go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Give me some green. That's not green. Give me some green. All right, let's go to EOS. Yeah, this entire thing is going to act as a solid resistance or a solid support right now because it should be a very solid support. First time being tested. I would imagine this is going to hold for the first time getting tested like that. But yeah, I really want to see it show some strength. Let's go to the 5-minute again. Sort of just doing a lot of scans of the market, see what I have going on. Come here. Here, buddy. You guys can see my dog. Oh, yeah. Here he is. His name's Link. He's a little Shih Tzu. He's adorable. Say hi, buddy. That's right. There he is. Awesome. Right there. Look, look, look. All right, cool. All right, let's go back to catching bottoms. So yeah, so nothing's really changed so far. What I'm looking for, if I'm going to try to catch a bottom here, you can start entering a little bit of position here, not much, because bullish divergences can take a long time to play out, and you have to be careful on that. But this is a very solid bullish divergence on a very low time frame. Once we get above this 5-minute breaker and close above there, then you can add a little bit more. When you get above this 5-minute breaker, you can then add even more, okay? That's what you can be doing if you're trying to catch a bottom. 4%. Yeah, still a 5% drop so far. It's not that bad at all. Where is my volume at? Let's see. Yeah, if you guys are not on Twitter, like, you're missing out, because this is, you can really keep in the know on a lot of things that are going on, and I'm monitoring this all the time, guys. Like, it's super important. If you are a news-based trader, you can catch a lot of news that's going on. Yeah, thanks for that tip. Oh, hi, Link. Yeah, he's adorable. You talking about catching bullish divergences and how to actually try to catch a bottom? That's exactly how you do it, guys. Like, this is literally what you're looking for. You're looking for a higher RSI and a lower price, and you can also look at the volume and see what you're looking at. So don't just place random bids all over the place. That is a absolutely horrible idea. But instead, wait for these bullish divergences to form. Now, you can also look for divergences on the other side as well, and that's absolutely also valid. So, for instance, here we go. This is a top, and how do you know it's a top? Because you have a higher high right there, right? And if you go over here to the RSI, what do you have right here? You have a lower high. Interesting. This is the top before this massive downtrend, and you could have caught it simply by being super observant with this bearish divergence right here, guys. My wife just got home, so my dog is going to be super, yeah, he's about to freak the hell out. And that's how you can catch a top as well, guys. Like these divergences are super, super useful. And just like you sell when you start having a little bit of weakness like this, you can then sell some more when you lose this breaker right here. So when you lost this, you could have sold more. When you lose this, you could have sold more, right? And that's how you can keep, and that's how you can play that as well. Yep, that's how you catch tops and bottoms of uptrends and downtrends. So, yep, that's what we're looking at right now. All right, we're having some movement. I like that. How's EOS doing? This is what I really care about. Everything else is just noise to me because EOS is a very large one of my positions, like you guys see over here. EOS is my third largest, and the reason as to why I'm in this position is because this BTC pairing is my reasoning as to why. So if this BTC pairing no longer is valid, is this still a good trade? No, I need to get out of this trade because my trade is no longer valid. Now, it's still valid until 2 hours and 9 minutes. If we're still below this level in 2 hours and 9 minutes, yeah, I'm getting out of this. But as of right now, I'm still totally fine in this position. I'm considering this just a deviation of the range, okay? Yeah, my wife did just get home, so I'm probably going to end the video soon, but I will keep you guys up to date on the Discord. If you guys are on the Discord or Twitter, make sure you guys are following that, and I'll keep you guys up to date. But realistically, you guys know what I'm looking for. Like I've laid it out pretty clearly. Let's see, what else am I looking at? I think that's really it, guys. Like we're just basically waiting right now because I'm still not convinced that our volume's not here yet. So because of that, it's really hard for me to be convinced that we are going to see serious downside. Ooh, and we've also gotten back above that 200 level, didn't we? Not on this exchange. What is this? Binance US? Ew, gross. Yeah, I want to see it get above this long-term trend line that was established from the all-time listing. I want to see it get back above there. I want to see it reclaim above this level. Those would be two really good signs for us. And of course, ultimately, we want to get back inside this triangle and bust above. That's like the ultimate sign. Let's look at the 5-minute chart, see if we have anything else. Okay, so you see how we're getting close to getting back above here, right? So if you get above here and you have a 5-minute close, you can then enter a little bit extra position here. And that's what we're looking at. Yeah. Well, my wife is home, so I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Like I was saying, make sure you guys are on Twitter. Make sure you guys are on Discord. I will keep you guys up to date tonight of any major changes. The main things I'm looking for is going to be EOS to get back into our falling wedge. And I want to see Bitcoin. I mean, if it's legit, it needs to show some volume because right now we just don't have any volume. And that's the main thing I'm looking for. And right now, like this is pathetically low. This is so pathetically low. I'm absolutely not convinced this is like a serious drop yet. So I think that this is a bear trap right now. And until we get some serious volume, that's what I'm gonna just keep assuming. And that's why I was able to call, if you guys have been a part of my group for a while, this is why I did not buy into any of this crap right here because there was no volume because the volume wasn't here. And so because the volume wasn't there, my assumption was that we were going to continue dropping down. And that's exactly what we had. And the volume picked up on this candle right here, which initiated the downtrend, right? So volume tells you a ton about what's going on in the market. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and end it though, guys. I will keep you guys up to date, but have a great night. Stay safe. We don't know yet, and my volume profiling is only one indicator. There are a ton of other ones also out there, so you have to be careful on that. But if you guys have any questions, like always, let me know. I'll be monitoring the Discord and all that good stuff like always. Stay safe, and I will see you guys.